Pooh Shiesty is one of the most seriously stupid motherfuckers in the world. You know how they feed pit bulls gunpowder and shit? This is his brain does not calculate, let's negotiate. When he says he wants to do something, right, his mind is not calculating how to finesse. The went to prison with the #1 record in the world as one of the highest artists in the world for robbing for a pair of shoes and some weed.
I'm reporting from the block where the truth gets stretched. Journalism with an edge. Every story I fetch. Mic levels on crisp. Every quote get checked. Podcast booming. Turn opinions into verified fact. Voice for the unheard. Pain that I narrate. Turn a booth into a newsroom. Pressure I translate.
Dawgface keeps it hot on Pooh Shiesty. He said that Pooh Shiesty might be one of the dumbest criminals that ever rap. Well, we all know that Pooh Shiesty allegedly robbed Gucci Mane a couple months ago. Dawgface said in this interview with the Mafi channel, make sure y'all go check out this whole interview, man, it's fire. But he said that he had already got heaved that the robbery had took place an hour after it had happened due to his source. Well, man, we all know that this right here is a crazy situation for the both of these guys, man. Gucci Mane rep is on the line and Pooh Shiesty life is on the line. But Dawgface digs into this, both of these guys to be exact though, man. But make sure y'all like, comment, share, and hit that hype button to get this video into the algorithm, man. Make sure y'all go over there and check out this whole interview too over there at the Mafi channel. Shout out to the Mafi and Dawgface. Let's get into it though.
From here on out.
Hey, look, bro. Hit me up like, hey, man, you got to ask Dawg. I said, I got y'all. I'm going to ask him. What the hell wrong with Pooh Shiesty, bro? Let's do it, man.
One word, man? 2 words, or a sentence?
Man, look, let's do 2 words.
Stupid.
Damn. Come on, man.
Stupid. That fucking stupid. What's wrong with Pooh Shiesty? Stupid. That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with him.
What you thought when you first heard about the situation? With him and Gucci and the robbery and everything.
Well, I knew about it about an hour after it happened. Long before it broke. My man CEO King Munchie, because Munchie he lives in Texas, but he's from Memphis, and he got ties into, you know, different situations. So about an hour after it happened, he called me. He said, "Dog, this is what's up on the floor." Dog got his shit rocked, right? And he got relieved of his shit. And we talked for about a half hour about whether we can do a joint podcast and talk about it.
See, Dawgface, he got all kinds of connects. He say the guy CEO King Munchie had called him an hour after Gucci Mane had been allegedly robbed by Pooh Shiesty. Man, Pooh Shiesty, we feel like, man, I feel like that guy possessed, man. But we gonna keep going though. Let Dawgface chop it up a little bit more.
But we both decided that we couldn't talk about it not because of Gucci, because we don't give a fuck about Gucci, but because that Pooh Shiesty was on federal papers, right? And so we knew we talked about it that in any way that we would be given too much information, even if we just talked about it minimally, it would be too much information, because if we had to discuss any details, it would be kind of like dropping clues about what happened with him being on federal paper.
So this explains why this little robbery had went up under the table after it had been announced, you know what I'm saying, a couple months ago. So I know y'all remember that the robbery took place, you know, everybody was like, man, Pooh Shiesty ain't that crazy to go in there and rob Gucci. Well, 2 or 3 months later, here we are now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it really went under the table, because everybody was, you know what I'm saying, basically looking out for Pooh Shiesty, trying to, you know, he dealing with federal charges and stuff now. But let's keep it going. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're new, sub up, man. We're going to have this content dropping.
It was all bad. So Pooh Shiesty is stupid. You can't get, hey, listen. You said earlier, hey, little boys and girls, pay what you owe?
Yes.
Hey, little boys and girls, pay attention to the people who are being put on the pedestal, whether they are entertainers, whether they are athletes. Be aware and pay attention to things you see them going through, and use those things as life lessons, right? Because there can be, listen, even the biggest fool can teach you a lesson. So a lot of the youth are looking at these stars and looking up to them because they have access, they have money, they have power, they have jewelry, they have cars.
Some of your biggest learners come from looking and learning from other people's mistakes, bro. Just keeping it a band. That's how I learned a lot in life, living these 30-something odd years I've been living.
Hey, listen. Hey, young boy, young girl. A lot of this shit you think is real and important and significant, a lot of that shit is the exact opposite of that. Don't look up to somebody according to what they have because you don't know how they got it.
Now, you've been locked up before, man. Take us to the mindset of someone. I don't know if you ever had an ankle monitor, but if you have an ankle monitor on and you've done like over 3 years, wouldn't trouble be the last thing on your mind? Like, how does this end up putting an AK in the face of his CEO, bro? You don't think? Like, do you have to be super angry to do that knowing that they know what you're doing, bro? That's what I'm asking.
No. Pooh Shiesty is, we talked about this before about how the rappers now, the artists now, they're not being cultivated, they're not being groomed. There's no rite of passage that an artist, you can take somebody directly from the street, from the hood, from the trap house, and you can put them in front of a microphone in the studio, in the booth, and then from there, depending on how good they are.
Before Dawgface continue, I'm going to just say this. I feel like Pooh Shiesty was possessed by the music and his environment, bro, and ain't no change in him. That's just where he probably gonna end up being, bro, for a large amount of time of his life. Hopefully he don't get the long ride. He learned his lesson in there, bro. Just keep it in the band.
Or how good the record is, or depending on how good their management team or label is, right? Because we know labels can take garbage and turn it into superstar records all the time. Yeah. When we heard Sexy Red the first time, no diss to Sexy.
Right.
When I heard that
with the booty hole and all that shit, pause. Wow, right? Told you the color of it.
But I don't want to get too far off of that, right? But what happens is that I'm not shocked by it because you can't just play with everybody. And when I say that, I'm saying that with the utmost sincerity. When you take an artist, talking about a motherfucker not being able to read the tea leaves, talking about somebody not being able to take their finger and do a gauge on how hot it is. Pooh Shiesty and them ignorant ass Memphis ass.
Come on, man.
Pooh Shiesty and them ignorant ass Memphis niggas.
Them boys, the Memphis is wild. I ain't know them boys got busy like that, boy, until I hopped on this internet. Hey, it get busy out there. That Dolphin, Yo Gotti them situation is a prime example, bro, and they famous. This imagine what's not being posted on the internet.
Ain't none of them Memphis niggas that, listen, bro, even the snitches in Memphis will kill you.
Not for real.
Yes. Even the snitches, hey, listen, man, Memphis is, listen, you think, I'm from Detroit. You think Detroit is bad, right? And Detroit is a terrible city. A motherfucker will serve you like that for a violation. I've been around the country, and in comparison to Detroit, in terms of how fast things can go wrong, can go south, Memphis is a city that beats Detroit. Memphis, Chicago, Birmingham, Alabama.
Beat it in what? Ignorance?
No, in terms of going from 0 to 60, bam. Going from us talking, whenever we talked about turning into a misunderstanding, and that misunderstanding leading to violence.
I think that it all depends on the person you run across at that given time, bro. I think that can go down anywhere. I feel like it can go from 0 to 60 in the most quietest spot ever. How often is I'm thinking is what Dawgface is saying, but I think it happen often everywhere, bro. You get the most civilized person to snap.
Chicago is a hit of Detroit of misunderstandings or words turning into violence. Memphis, Tennessee is, Memphis, Tennessee.
I see what you're saying.
And Birmingham, Alabama are, and I think I'm a tough motherfucker, bro. You hear me? Memphis, Tennessee, and Birmingham, Alabama are two cities where a misunderstanding that doesn't even sound like a misunderstanding to the naked ear can turn to a motherfucker getting shot in their face fast.
Like I tell.
And this right here, basically all stemming up to Pooh Shiesty's background and where he come from. His name said all, bro. You know, they get down and dirty down there in Memphis, bro, and I feel like it's a misunderstanding, and they're saying Gucci Man ran off with a bag on Pooh Shiesty while Pooh Shiesty was in prison. Evidently, it's either Pooh Shiesty ain't getting no money or he realized what Gucci Man was allegedly trying to do. And that's what Dawgface about to talk about here in a few minutes, but let's keep it going.
People, a lot of times, each city has their own thing. Some cities got
Own temperament, yeah.
Some cities got murder. Some cities got scamming. What makes Memphis crazy is Memphis will...
Them niggas don't know how to do no scamming.
They will rob.
Ain't no computers in Memphis.
They'll rob you.
Yeah.
Got away with the shit, still kill you.
And still, yeah, listen. Memphis, there are no colleges in Memphis. There are no institutions of higher learning. I don't give a fuck what they got, right? Listen, bro.
5-star hotel.
Hey,
LeBron was just talking about it online, talking about, man, Memphis, they need to send the Grizzlies to Nashville.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen. Where a 5-star hotel at in Memphis?
We don't know.
It ain't one on Bill. It ain't one on Main. It ain't nowhere. Nigga, I don't...
Basically saying that Pooh Shiesty ain't had shit. That's what I'm getting out of this, man. That's just what they doing right now. They talking about everything leading up to the Gucci Man robbery, basically.
Miss Memphis in May. I miss Memphis in May, I think twice in the last 10 years, right? And for people who don't know, Memphis in May is one of the biggest celebrations, one of the biggest holidays in Memphis. It's Memorial Day, right? And it's like the food, music, all that shit. I always get Airbnbs. I've gotten Airbnbs since Airbnbs became popularized. I stayed with my people. And my people stay in Cordova. They stay in Millington. They stay in Atoka. You hear me? Ain't no staying in Memphis. Memphis, where? Look, bro, staying in Memphis, Tennessee.
You want to stay on the outskirts.
Bro, you think LA is bad when it comes to getting backdoored? Listen, if you are not from Memphis and you pull up in Memphis and you got any degree of fame or popularity, them niggas know you there.
Definitely.
You cannot stay in Memphis. You can't stay in Memphis.
Hungry, man.
Pooh Shiesty is one of the most seriously stupid motherfuckers in the world. And when I talk about it, or when I heard about it, I wasn't surprised, I wasn't shocked, because them niggas are young wolves, they're piranhas. You can't stick your hand in a fish tank full of piranhas or you're gonna get that motherfucking chewed off. And that's what happened with Gucci Man. What happened with Gucci Man is you playing too much with motherfuckers who you know or should know, haven't been groomed to the point, and they don't know how. People talking about, well, that's not how you conduct business. That's not music business. That's whoever said this nigga had been properly groomed into how to negotiate your way into anything. Right.
And actually, you don't know how, you know what I'm saying? We don't know the back ends of situations, but Gucci Man came out with that crazy song where he basically telling that Pooh Shiesty did whatever he, you know what I'm saying, he's accused of doing, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, though, Pooh Shiesty might have his reasons. And to the public, the reasons that he is trying to present, that other people are trying to present for him, is still crazy to me. But we're going to keep it going.
They talking like this nigga Barry Gordy or L.A. Reid or Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. This is a nigga who daddy was a motherfucking gangster, right? This is a nigga who raised up on gunpowder like a pit bull. You know how they
That's his guidance, his pops. This is what Dawgface about to say.
feed pit bulls gunpowder and shit? This nigga was lit. His brain does not calculate, let's negotiate. When he says he wants to do something, right? His mind is not calculating how to finesse shit. The nigga went to prison with the #1 record in the world as one of the highest artists in the world for robbing a nigga for a pair of shoes and some weed. The same nigga who he rented the cars from. He robbed a nigga for a pair of shoes and some weed.
Well, let me ask you this, because this what...
And hold on. And like, just like Lynn, none of his homeboys stopped him. None of his homeboys thought to themselves, wait a minute, nigga, you the hottest nigga in the country. You got the #1 record in the country. This is some weed and a pair of shoes. Nigga, you flying all over the world right now. Fuck that shit. And just like right now, or just like in January, it's him with a bunch of other motherfuckers who just as stupid as he is. Simple as that.
It's been reported Gucci Man made $25 million off of Pooh while he was gone, bro. And when he got approached for it, he said he was broke, man. Hey, man, I ain't got it, dog. How could Gucci Man be broke, dog?
Well, #1, he's not broke. All right? It's kind of like when people say, I'm filing bankruptcy. 50 Cent said, or people say, well, 50 Cent, he's broke. He filed Chapter 7 and Chapter 11. Whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 11, it means you have something that you're trying to protect from the IRS or from the government. And so what happens is, bro, following Gucci Mane wasn't broke. Gucci Mane was just trying to play that young nigga like he was stupid and slow. Period. Simple as that. Gucci made several mistakes. One, since Pooh Shiesty was gone, Pooh Shiesty realized, and I think the whole city of Memphis, and especially the rappers realized, that Gucci only reached his hand into Memphis' backyard to spite or to show up Yo Gotti. I think everybody realized that and understood that. And for the people who say, nah, that's not true, right? Or for the people who don't think that's true, all you gotta do is look at your track record.
Got a question though. The stunt that Pooh Shiesty just pulled with Gucci Mane, do y'all think that was the right route to take? You know what I'm saying? Like, out for all the street individuals, bro. Or y'all going that route? You know, and knowing you facing what you are up against right now at that point in time, you already on federal probation or parole, halfway house type shit. That's crazy work, man. But hey, I want y'all to let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Y'all think Dawgface being a little too hard on, on Pooh Shiesty, calling him dumb, and things that he done show that he's not the brightest of the bunch, you know what I'm saying? Or do y'all think he doing, Dawgface pushing that pressure on him like he's supposed to be putting that pressure on him? Like everybody else is stating the obvious, bro. It's plain and simple. That dude don't have it all, or something is off in that man's brain for him to go and do something like that if he did it. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I don't know, just keeping it real. We're going to call it ball to ball or strike to strike, the Metaverse Umpire. Make sure y'all go check out the Mafi channel, man. Look at that background. That's fire. Hopefully I'll get my stuff like that one day, though. You know what I'm saying, man? But make sure y'all go check it out, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, share, and hit the hype button to get this video onto the algorithm. I'm out.
Me, recording every update. We drop gems back to back like broadcasts on the front page. No cap allowed, only real ones allowed in the session. We fact check rumors, turn lies into lessons. Independent press, ain't no label that a nigga reppin'. Every episode hit like a streetwise confession. From live streams to articles, the work don't stop. We break stories before anchors, even read from the top. Headphones on tight, every beat getting chopped. It's that Broadway tone, it's the truth when I talk.